6:12, good morning, Friday morning, and it's the beginning of the cool down. So we're in the 30s today, 30s tomorrow, maybe reach 40 by Sunday, and then we begin to warm up. 40s and 50s next week. But if you look past the following weekend, 60s all the way through into the middle of April. So we'll see what that all means. But for now, some snow out there this morning, a little light snow falling. Andrew, are you available to give us your recap of Daniel Bard?
Yes, I am.
Who playing, of course, in the Masters. He was the amateur runner-up last year, and because of that, he gets to play in the Masters. And wow, how exciting! But he had a really good front nine, his back nine. He had a bit of a rough time. He's going to need a really special performance today.
Yeah, so hopefully, it's still in the realm of possibility that he'll make the cut. Right now, Jordan.
What is the cut, by the way? Is it?
It's usually 10 off the lead. So
okay.
Right now, Jordan Spieth is at 6 under in the lead alone.
Is he at 6 or 4?
6 under. That's the latest on the website.
Okay.
So on the leaderboard, it says.
And where does that put him?
That puts him at 8 over, 8 back from the lead.
Okay.
Derek Bard. So he would need to take some strokes off. Quite a few actually, because I can't imagine that Jordan Spieth, who's the leader at this point,
is going to shoot par.
Yeah, it's going to shoot par or worse. So, he had a really strong front nine. I tracked him most of the day, which is really cool with this Masters website. I love it. And he did really well. He shot even par. The front nine, and then things got a little rough in the back nine.
All right. Again, really incredible though to be there, to be playing.
What was the thing on Twitter about Ellsworth?
Oh yeah, Ernie Els. I was just going to say that. Regardless of what happens, I think Bard is in great position to finish ahead of Ernie Els, who had the worst start, not only to a major but possibly to a PGA tournament in history.
Yeah.
He was within 2 feet for bogey, I believe, on the first hole, and 6 putted, maybe 7 putted. He ended up with a 10 on the first hole. Obviously, he's got no chance the rest of the way. But, for an amateur golfer to see a pro like Ernie Els make 7 putts or shoot 7 times from 2 feet away, I'll tell you, it makes you feel good. I'll actually put the video on our website.
Yeah, what it really does is shows him that anybody can have a rough day.
A bad day. People were cruel, though, on Twitter. Somebody said, how some people have an Arnold Palmer? Well, I'm going to have an Ernie Els, and he held the cup under the thing, and he just kept missing the cup.
That's funny.
That is funny.
So, anyway, it'll be interesting to see, and everybody's watching. Everybody's following along online, and you can really follow him all day long on your computer if you like Andrew did.
Yeah, so
he'll tell you how to do it. Just call him.
Out of all of the amateurs, he's in third right now, Derek Bard. So there's only one in front of him, 2 ahead of him, 1 at 2 over, and then the one that golfed with Jordan Spieth yesterday, DeChambeau, shot an even par.
Again, that all gets back underway. What time today does he tee off?
He will tee off. Let me check right now.
Either way, listen, he can come back and have a really strong day. He's going to need a special day, though, today. But wouldn't it be great if he could make the cut and get into the weekend? That would just be really, really cool. So, anyway, that's Derek Bard from New Hartford. And his brother, by the way, who's a senior at New Hartford High School, is caddying for him. And that's got to be the most incredible experience as well. And they say he's just as good as his brother. And the sister, according to a few people out there, the sister, there's a 14-year-old sister that plays pretty well.
Sydney.
As well. Interesting. So, there's a lot going on. There's going to be a lot of politics. I'm going to try to keep a little low on the political side here. There's a lot of stuff going on yesterday, and, of course, it all involves New York. And that's all I'm going to say right now. So I'm trying to find news that isn't political. And I've come up that Rick Astley has a new song out for that. Last night, American Idol had its final winner, although there are rumors out there that this might not be the last season. That would be terrible. Anyway, American Idol last season, it was Obama that came out and asked people to vote. First season co-host Brian Dunkelman was back. You remember he's the one that decided with Ryan Seacrest, I'm not going to continue. This show's going nowhere. And then the show took off, and Ryan Seacrest got to reap all the benefits. Or did they get rid of him? I don't really know. Anyway, he was the first season one of the two hosts. They were co-hosts on the first season of American Idol, Ryan Seacrest and Brian Dunkelman. Brian came back last night and gave Ryan a hard time about being out of a job. And then the winner last night was, who was the winner? Did anybody know? Trent? Does anybody know who this is? Trent? I didn't watch this show.
And nobody will ever know.
Trent Harmon was the winner as the results came in. He beat out La Portia Renee to become the 15th and final American Idol.
So I guess the question is, this is the end of a chapter in reality TV.
It really was and it was not just reality TV, it was American culture.
Right.
This show became just
and
everything.
Led to, and I'm not even going to know all of them because I don't watch them, but The Voice.
Yeah, America's Got Talent. And
on and on.
So many others.
Does this mean we start to see less of those and back to more?
No, it means we just see another version of them.
Something's just going to pop up and replace it?
I don't know how American Idol was so big, the numbers were so huge. Like, I don't know if it'd get a 60 share on a Wednesday night. People are like, wow, we're seeing numbers like we haven't seen in years. And then, it's in first place. And then all of a sudden, 10 seasons, 8 seasons down the road, it's in like fifth place. And people are like, the show is tanking. It's doing terrible. But it was still in like fifth place. But I guess it's all over now.
The problem is,
I made a mistake last night when I heard them announce the winner. I thought they said Tim Trent won. And I was like, that is, yeah. Okay, yeah, Andrew.
Well, no, I mean, they really never did anything to freshen it up or change it. But after a while, the bad auditions and the making fun of got old.
The judges, the crazy stuff.
They went through how many judges, and the show only really successfully launched probably 3 careers, maybe 4.
Yeah. Well, and Paula Abdul, that was the greatest season when she seemed like she was all drugged out, and then she was having some conversation with one of the contestants and giving him tips, and she's a judge. I mean, some were thinking there might have been a romantic thing, and do you remember this guy that was on there, the guy with the pants on the ground? You remember that?
We'll be back after this.
Did you hear that?
For now, yeah.
This is that long pause, and then the for now. That's why I'm saying there are rumors out there this thing's going to continue.
Just one more thing on, you mentioned Abdul with whatever she was doing with one of the contestants, where in The Voice, I wonder if that had anything to do with it. The judges are actually the coaches as well. They have that dual role.
Right. Well, maybe that's where they got the idea.
Right. It could be. And on this show, that was taboo. You couldn't do that.
Shouldn't be doing it. Here's Christine with an update right now. 6:22. It's Friday morning.